Yeah, you guys, I got a digital copy of that criminal complaint, and it says shortly after Savannah Guthrie and her two siblings posted that emotional plea to kidnappers last night, a California man texted family members talking about Bitcoin and transactions. Court documents spell it out for us. They say the man is Derek Calleja from California. He's the one who sent those texts, according to court documents. Those documents say Calleja also tried calling a family member of Nancy Guthrie. The family turned it over to the feds, and investigators tracked Calleja down by his email address, a Gmail account. And once authorities arrested him, records say he admitted to detectives that he sent the text and that he got the family's information online and that he had been following this case. The complaint says Calleja also told investigators that he was trying to see if the family would respond. Detectives say 3 minutes after sending the text, Calleja called them, and that phone call lasted 9 seconds. Law enforcement adding that this ransom demand has no connection to the other ransom demand that the Guthrie family received. Calleja now faces federal charges, including making a ransom demand and using interstate phone lines to do it. For now, we're going to wrap up here at the sheriff's office, and we're going to head to a different part of Tucson where the Guthrie family lives to see what's happening over there and keep you updated as this breaking news continues to develop. You can count on us to give you that right away. Reporting in Tucson tonight, I'm Stephanie Dupre for Arizona's Family.